that play any better. Conley against Trent. And he gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
McDaniels from long range. Pure from three-point range.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And the basket by Trent.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide-open look.
Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
Well, think about it. 56-26 last year, their second best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their second best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be a factor in the West. Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Here's Trent. They double him with McDaniels. This one for 3. Kept alive. Trent, the pass to Murray. Here's DeRozan. Randle pulls down the board.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Edwards for 3. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. Kings trail by 5. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Randle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Man, the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Yeah, a skilled player already. Keegan Murray is committed to only getting better and becoming more dangerous out there.
Here's McDaniels. Yeah, that one's good. McDaniels got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Timeout call, Sacramento. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Number 1, Minnesota.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Gobert against Sabonis. And Gobert with a block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's LaVine. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Minnesota leading by 3. Conley passes to Edwards. Inside. Outside Conley. The 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sabonis finds DeRozan. Wing shot on the way. Trent on the wing. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 7.
Yeah, just a tremendous find by Domantas Sabonis. This guy plays the game the right way.
From 11 feet away. To the wing, right side. For 3, Randle. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Trent against Conley. Now here's Trent. Tight defense on him. Murray for 3. And the Kings with another 3.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
For 3, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Good.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Randall outside. Pass to Conley. The three. Randall can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Lyles, he's checked in for the Kings. Malik Monk comes in for Levine. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley.
Well, Randall works so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
Julius Randle, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Randall.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Trent finds Monk. Clock at 6. Baseline try. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Randall outside. Hart to pass to Reed. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Randall outside. Second chance shot. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
DiVincenzo against Trent. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Trent. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And it's Lyles missing.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
And here's Clark for 3. First shot won't go. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Here's Monk. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Trent.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
To the paint. Sabonis. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Reed. Pass to Clark. From deep. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Back to the game after this break. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Kings trail by 6. On the court for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the 4. Shot by Levine, no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's DiVincenzo, still without a bucket. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Now here's DiVincenzo to the inside. Stolen by Valanciunas. And they're running. Tipped away. Here's Levine. Here's Ellis. DiVincenzo covering. Right side Levine. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Alexander-Walker. And the three-pointer goes. Alexander-Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Monk. Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. The Timberwolves lead by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game. And Sacramento making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Garza's checked in for Minot. On defense, the Kings. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Alexander-Walker. No good from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Valanciunas with the bucket on the assist by Levine.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Back to Valanciunas. And stolen by Edwards. Alexander-Walker with it. He's picked up by Levine. No problems knocking that one down. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
DeRozan is checked in for Ellis. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Levine against Edwards. Who poked away. Levine passes to Murray. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Alexander-Walker. Pass to Valanciunas. Murray passes to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. Murray, a screen on Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Boy, sloppy play. A supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers for him now.
Levine against Edwards. And Gobert flushes it home.
And vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
That'll be a 5-second call. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. fifth best, Minnesota.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. He lobs it up top. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Timeout call, Sacramento.
Dance Camp time! Get ready, everyone! You see yourself on the big screen? Time to show us your best moves! Let's go! You're up on the big screen! Let's go! Look at these moves! Somebody needs dance lessons. Way to go, everyone! Let's hear it for you!
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Graham.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason, but once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
Conley finds Randall.
Hey, kick it out!
And here's Conley. Pass to Randall. It's deflected.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
I think that's good. Gonna stick with him for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. And the three off target. Levine against Edwards. Levine passes to Valanciunas, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
When Valanciunas forces the issue like that, he is really tough to handle. He does a good job drawing contact.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
You can see the two-time dunk contest champion skills on display. Mr. Levine, we see you.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Randall outside for three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's Murray on the take. The shot no good. Randall with some nice D. Here's Conley. From down in the low post, it goes. Conley's got 5.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Sacramento making a change here. Trent's checked in.
Great scorers know how to knock in free throws. DeMar DeRozan, not the guy you want to foul.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
Some changes for Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Zach LaVine in for... for Monk. Now here's Randall. He had 25 points in his last game. Here's DeRozan, and he drives in. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got his second bucket on the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Gobert with a screen on DeRozan. McDaniels, that's good.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
Trent against Conley. Murray up top. It's blocked by Gobert. Trent against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Trent. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And here's Randall. And some nice. Go to Timberwolves. Now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This go-back approach is paying off. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you, but the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Sacramento Kings.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. Mike Conley, third.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Trent in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And so Trent will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Here's Conley. Sacramento getting their last shot to go.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Puts it up. Trent's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 14. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Trent. Trent's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to LaVine. Trent outside. Murray, a screen on Randall. 4 on the clock. And he's high-flying Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Here's Edwards. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Trent against Conley. Three-pointer. And Trent gets the three. Trent's got 14 points for the game.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Trent, the pass to DeRozan. Now Murray. Down low. Outside Levine. Shot is up. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. He's got 11.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Minnesota leading by 11. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Edwards on target.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Trent. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And Minnesota has possession. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Edwards. Randall outside. Fires for three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kings trail by 12. Murray, a screen on Gobert. Trent with it. He's picked up by Conley. And the shot goes in. Trent's got 9 points in the quarter. And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's go, everybody. Time to make some noise for your Sacramento Kings Breakers.
And Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Conley passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. Edwards driving. Here's Conley. Second shot opportunity. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Conley. First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Malik Monk's checked in for Murray. The free throw off the mark from Trent. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players in front of you. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Outside, Alexander Walker.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. And rejected. Right side Monk. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Launches the three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. DeRozan's got 10 points.
Get it off before the defense can respond. DeMar in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 10. Here's Trent. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Kings trail by 8. And it's Trent penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass. Trent's got 24 points.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Some changes for Sacramento. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Lyles in for DeRozan. Clark is checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Monk. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Randall. On the way up, so he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 1 minute left in the third quarter here. Trent outside. To the inside. Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
Yeah, this guy, when Levine gets to the cup, he's going up strong. That's nicely done.
Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. Valanciunas against Reed. And that one drops for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Pass to Monk. And they're on the run. Here's Alexander Walker. And and he lays it in on the break. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in the game. Sacramento has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Levine against Clark. Levine surveys the D. Randall with a steal. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that... that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Monk against Edwards. On the wing, DeRozan fires it from 18. Here's Valanciunas. Now here's DeRozan, covered by Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Shoots over Valanciunas. Rebound by the Kings. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Monk. Soft touch off the glass.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Ingles with it. Back to Edwards. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it. Some changes for Minnesota. Clark comes in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo.
Mike Conley.
Kings trail by 8. Here's DeRozan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Alexander Walker.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Minnesota leading by 7. Alexander Walker, the pass to Clark. He's off on the layup. Here's Monk. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And look at how DeMar DeRozan tries to get the basketball around and trust his teammates. Love that he's allowing them to make plays.
Now here's Edwards. Clark with it. Now guarded by Monk. Outside Conley. The 11-footer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Murray, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 1.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Conley. Here's DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. Now Edwards. Shot from 12. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Ellis. Clark covers. Ellis passes to Monk. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Timeout, timeout. At one point, they led by 16. And Chris Finch has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
We've got t-shirts.
Some changes for Sacramento. Lyles, he's checked in for Murray. Levine comes in for DeRozan. And it's Trent in for Ellis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Conley. Yep, that one's good.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Here's Trent. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Trent's got 26.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Levine against Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Trent against Conley. Trent, the pass to Monk. Sabonis with a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot, and it's Monk missing. Minnesota leading by 6. And coming off arguably the best season of his career, Dante DiVincenzo on the rise, Doris.
No question about it, B.A. becoming one of the feared shooters in the game from three-point distance. He's bounced around a little bit, but had his best season on both ends of the floor. This guy is a tough two-way player.
You got it out. You got it out.
That one's off. McDaniels is checked in for Mike Conley. Good on the second one. Kings trail by 7. Trent outside. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Inside, here's McDaniels. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Trent outside. Back to Levine. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Sacramento.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
For 3, Randall. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, you see Julius Randle striking from wherever the defense concedes it. That's nicely done.
The Kings call timeout.
It is dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Bring those moves. Let's go. It's a dancing machine. Let's go. Next.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Monk. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. DeRozan outside. Trent outside. Shot to stop the run. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you love the unselfishness of DeMar. We know he's a capable scorer. That time sets his teammate.
Edwards, no good. And so Trent will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 9, picked by Sabonis. Trent, the pass to Sabonis. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drops in the 3.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Trent. On the wing, Levine. Over Edwards. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Edwards with it.
Kings foul. Trent. First personal foul. Third team.
.119 left in the fourth. Outside Conley. Edwards against Levine. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's Conley. Randall outside.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Anthony Edwards.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight. That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.